you're making M&A, you're showing growth. Just tell us the vision, because many would say, okay, Duolingo is about language learning, but it's actually about a broader education offering right now.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, we want to teach multiple subjects. I mean, at the moment, you can already learn certainly languages on Duolingo, and that's what we're most well known for. But you can also learn math and music, and of late, chess. And ultimately, the idea is, I mean, you know, we're around 130 million monthly active users. The idea is to have 1 billion people really learning useful things on their phone as opposed to doom scrolling. That's really what we're trying to do.
Fascinating. 1 billion that use music literacy with the NextBeat acquisition. As you say, growth in chess seems to be off the chart. What's interesting, though, is we referenced your daily active users that did rise 40%, but actually that was the weakest rate of expansion since 2022. Why is that slowing? Will it re-accelerate, Luis?
Yeah, I mean, look, we had 40% year-over-year growth, but that's lapping a quarter from last year that had 60% year-over-year growth, which in turn is lapping another quarter from the year before that had 60% year-over-year growth. So our growth has been tremendous over the last several years. And, you know, we expect it to continue being really good. Really
good. What gets you there other than product innovation? What you thought would get you there in many ways has been generative AI, whether it's interweaving it within the product itself, Luis, but also you then went wholeheartedly into AI within your own HR ultimately, and that backfired. And I know you've spoken a lot about what happened on April the 28th, but just tell us where you stand in terms of getting employees on board with the use of generative AI.
Yeah, I mean, AI is really, really important for us. From the time we launched Duolingo, which was 13 years ago, the idea is to have an app teach you something. And so ultimately, you need some form of artificial intelligence to be able to teach you. So we've always leaned into it. Internally, you know, I sent an email internally. This was not controversial. We've always been, you know, adopters of the latest technology. Externally, I think I failed to give context. You know, the reality is for us, AI is about reaching more people and being able to teach more. We've been able, through the use of AI, we've been able to create way more content than we had before. And also, we are able to provide things like conversational practice. That was not possible before AI. So, you know, we really think that in order to teach more people and teach them better, we can use AI, and that's the main goal for it.
I mean, we're just looking at some visuals of what is Lily, your sort of purple-haired chatbot. She's meant to be a little bit sarcastic and sassy teen, basically. She previously, I think, helped replace you partly on your earnings call, and you said eventually you could just retire and she'll do more and more of your job, but that was tongue-in-cheek. But ultimately, how much more are you going to be able to outsource to generative AI within your workplace, within you?
The goal here is not to outsource to AI. The goal is to use AI to be a lot more efficient. I mean, we continue hiring employees, so that's really not the goal. We're just trying to teach better. In the case of teaching people, you know, with something like Lily, up until we were able to do a video call with Lily, we couldn't really teach conversation with Duolingo. The only way we had to practice, or users had to practice conversation, was if they could talk to another human. But it turns out that in learning a language, most users will tell you they would like to practice with another human, but they actually don't. You know, when you show a person the ability to talk to another human in a language that they're not very comfortable with, they just don't want to do it. It's a small fraction of people that are extreme extroverts that are willing to do it. But if you're talking to a computer, you feel like it's not judging you. So for when you are just not very comfortable in the language, it's much better to talk to a computer at first.
That's fascinating, because there is a bit of pushback about the idea that maybe generative AI will end up being all we look at in terms of ads, or we discuss to in our social media apps. But for you, with language, where we have some insecurity, that's the case. What about the chess and the way in which you push more broadly? Will that be an integration of person on person, or always person on computer?
Chess is different because there's, you know, when you're learning a foreign language and you're just a beginner, you're very nervous about talking. But chess ultimately is about playing the game. So yes, with chess, we do expect to have games for player versus player, so between two people. At the moment, we don't have them. At the moment, we're just teaching you the basics of chess, and we're seeing great pickup for that. But we are going to have games between people.
When did you get to 1 billion, Luis? When's the aim?
I don't know. It'll take us several years, but I really do think. I mean, we're growing very fast in every single country in the world, and the goal is that when people are learning something, they're doing so through the phone and through Duolingo. So we really want to be the main place where people are learning languages, but also a main place where people get better at math, music. We just did this acquisition of NextBeat, which I'm very excited about, or chess. And then later we'll probably do other subjects. I mean, we're not working on any other subjects at the moment, but I would be interested in also having, science and physics and stuff like that.